Eczema is dry skin, but dry skin is not eczema. Can I use First Aid coconut water cream for dry skin? No, baby. Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Whew, if y'all are wondering why I'm in a different location, I just barely flew into Joshua Tree because Coachella is this weekend and I'm super excited, but naturally I am just stressed out of my mind. It's so crazy busy. I literally just got here and sat down to film this video, so if you think I look a little rough, screw you, I look great. I think I look pretty good after a flight. Anyway, this video is going to be a continuation of my series where I answer your guys' skincare questions. I've already covered acne scars, eczema, and now we are on to dry skin. Dry skin babes, listen up! If you have had to go through the pain of extremely dry, tight skin, maybe even a little bit of flakiness, you are entitled to financial compensation. Oh, I wish. You guys have asked me so many questions about dry skin across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I am here to answer as many as I possibly can in one single video. And before we jump into it, if you have any questions about your skin concerns, please comment them on my YouTube channel, Instagram, or TikTok because I will be using them in future videos in the continuation of this series, so make sure you comment them. And all the products that I'm going to talk about in today's video will be linked in the description box below. If you do want to support me and my channel, I make a small commission from those links, but they're just there as a resource in case you do decide to do some shopping. No pressure whatsoever, as always. So let's get into it. So Teresa asked, do you have any recommended skin products for dry skin? My skin gets really dry, so I started to apply Vicks on the dry spots, which is on around my nose. I put on moisturizer every day. I use the Cetaphil one. Okay, first up, I definitely do not recommend Vicks. It contains really strong concentrations of fragrance and essential oil, which will irritate your dry skin areas. I would say opt for other petrolatum-based products. My personal favorites are the CeraVe Healing Ointment, which has ceramides in it to replenish and hydrate the skin. It's a similar feel and consistency to Vicks, but without the risk of irritation or sensitivity. Or if you want a really simple option that you can pretty much find anywhere, Aquaphor Healing Ointment. Great one as well, but as opposed to just using that on its own, I recommend applying a moisturizer underneath because a petrolatum-based product will only be a seal on the surface of your skin, but is not really going to moisturize your skin. That's what a moisturizer is for, and then the petrolatum product will kind of serve as a force field protectant over the top to make sure you don't lose any additional water from your skin. For affordable moisturizers for dry skin, I recommend the Bioma Moisturizing Rich Cream, a really nice consistency that works well to really deeply nourish any dry areas you have, or the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream. That one does have CBD in it to help calm any irritation or redness. Or if you do want to splurge on a really good moisturizer, my personal favorite for dry skin is the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Barrier Peptide Cream. I just cannot sing enough praises to that product. It is the best of the best. So amazing for dry skin. Put Jesus first. Sorry, that username makes me laugh, but put Jesus first. What should we use to cleanse/exfoliate? I have dry/very dry skin. I also have sensitive skin and it has recently been reddish. So I feel the struggle. I struggle with dryness on my cheeks and also overall redness prone skin. For exfoliating, I really recommend ingredients like PHAs or mandelic acid, both of which are humectants, which will help to draw in moisture from the air into your skin, which is great for dryness. Plus they're both really gentle, but still effective to work ideally for dry skin. And avoid scrubs like the plague. Oh my gosh, I'm never a fan of scrubs, but if you have dry skin, ooh, that is like one of the worst things you can do. Avoid them. For PHAs, I recommend the Inky List PHA Toner, or if you want a combination of both PHAs and mandelic acid in one formula, the Selfless by Hyram Mandelic Acid Serum has a bunch of good exfoliating ingredients to work for your skin, but it really works amazingly for very sensitive or irritated skin. It is still the only exfoliating product to this day that I can use on my very sensitive neck, but it still gets the job done for exfoliation. And then for a cleanser that reduces sensitivity, I would look for anything that includes centella, green tea, or specifically matcha, like the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. So good for dry skin, very gentle, but has amazing ingredients to help reduce that redness and sensitivity you might be experiencing. Ivy asked, hi, I'm a 13-year-old girl and I have started skincare just over a year ago. Congratulations, that's so awesome. I'm so proud of you for starting so young. Your skin is gonna look gorgeous throughout your life. Keep it up. I have clear, dry skin and the facial sunscreen I buy is so expensive for such a little portion. Do you have any good affordable sunscreens with at least 30 SPF? Thank you. Of course. Affordable sunscreens are my passion. I would definitely recommend checking out my best sunscreens of 2022 video because I organized them all by skin type, price point, and each of the benefits. But the main two that come to mind, the Beauty of Joseon SPF 50 sunscreen. Wow. Is this formula incredible? I've gotten so many people in my life addicted to this sunscreen because it's so good. You can find it for $13. It lasts a long time and gives a little bit of a nice glow glow to it, which is great for dry skin. Or the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid SPF 50 sunscreen as well. This one has a cult following. It's really, really popular, and I totally understand why. And the hyaluronic acid in it will be great if your skin suffers from dehydration, and you can find it under $20. But like I said, definitely go check out my best sunscreens of 2022 because I have a lot more recommendations there. Emma asked, hi there, I found your channel from Kendall's Sesh podcast. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for watching. If you guys don't listen to my podcast, Just Position, I highly recommend it. I collaborate with a bunch of your favorite creators, and one of them was the one and only Kendall Ray, who was absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for listening. As someone who struggles to find a good sunscreen because my skin breaks out in hives with any SPF above 25 and has super dry skin, do you have any recommendations? I struggle to find any that are at or below SPF 25. So if you do find that you break out in hives or have a sensitive reaction to sunscreens, I definitely recommend opting for mineral sunscreens, particularly sunscreens that only have zinc oxide, because compared to chemical sunscreens or even titanium dioxide, zinc oxide has the lowest risk of making your skin freak out. And I personally recommend the Pipette SPF 50. It's a great affordable sunscreen and particularly good if you do have dry skin because it has a richer formula. Or the Sunbum Mineral SPF 30 sunscreen. This has been one of my favorites for a while. But I will say, keep in mind, if this concern continues and you notice yourself breaking out in hives with whatever sunscreen you use, that's when I definitely recommend going to a dermatologist or a doctor to get that checked out, because that could be signifying more severe skin allergens that you might have, and that's something that only a dermatologist would be able to help out with. So keep a close eye on your skin, see how the recommendation works. I'm sorry, I wish there was more I could help with, but sometimes you really just need a doctor to help you out with those kinds of things. Sita asks, can I use First Aid coconut water cream for dry skin? No, baby. I mean, here's the thing. Everyone's skin reacts differently to products, but I will say First Aid Beauty Coconut Water Cream is one of my favorites for very, very oily skin. But if you have dry skin, that's definitely not going to be moisturizing enough. And instead, I would recommend the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I have loved that moisturizer forever. It's really good for dry skin, dehydration. Definitely opt for that one because as much as I love the coconut water cream and it has been one of my top favorites for years, it is definitely for the most oily of skin types. Not dry skin. I'm sorry. I hope you didn't buy the product already, but... Could you please recommend something really simple and affordable with basic routine to follow for dry skin with acne all over the face? Yes, of course. That is one of the top questions I get asked about when it comes to dry skin. What do I do if I have dry skin and I have acne? It's a really tricky concern, but here are the products I recommend. First, like I said before, the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. Amazing for dry skin and reducing that sensitivity you might experience. For a treatment, I recommend the Selfless Mandelic Acid Serum because it has a blend of ingredients that are humectants to help with that dryness, gently exfoliate the skin, but not aggravate any sensitivity. Plus, it has a little bit of salicylic acid to help with those acne and breakout concerns as well. For a moisturizer, the Aveeno Eczema Gel Cream. I recently discovered this one and it is so good. I love it because the formula is really targeted at anyone who has severely dry skin, but it's a gel cream, so it's very lightweight and doesn't look super greasy, super heavy on the skin, and potentially contribute to the discomfort you may experience from acne. And then finally, for a sunscreen, I recommend the Hero Cosmetics SPF 30 sunscreen. This was listed as my top sunscreen of 2022 because it's just such a beautiful formula. It has a slight green tint to offset any redness that you might experience from those breakouts. It's a mineral formula, it's affordable, just a great product overall. As always, feel free to test out products, see which ones work for your skin, but those would be my main recommendations for anyone who is struggling with dry skin and breakouts. Nursage asks, hi, can anyone help me? I have dry skin. Can I apply Snail Essence? Snail mucin is such an underrated ingredient in my opinion and amazing if you have dry skin. It sounds a little weird, but the benefits for your skin are really incredible and it really helps with giving you very bouncy, plump, hydrated, glowy skin. Oh, it's amazing. That's one of those ingredients where I sometimes wish my skin was a little bit more dry because of how beautiful it makes the skin look, but with my oily areas, it's just, yeah, that's not gonna happen. If you have very dry skin, I recommend the CosRX Snail Mucin Essence. That one is best for that really intense, glowy appearance. Or if you want a little bit more of a lightweight serum, the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng and Snail Essence is an awesome choice. Plus you get the benefits of ginseng with it. Either one, those are my top two picks for Snail Mucin Essence. It is such a great ingredient for dry skin. Sora asked a good question. If I have eczema, do I have dry skin? Great question, and I definitely recommend going and watching my video dedicated to answering your guys' questions about eczema. But here's the thing. Eczema is dry skin, but dry skin is not eczema. Eczema is a skin condition that consists of a severely impaired moisture barrier, flaky skin, pain, discomfort, cracks in the skin, and sometimes in extreme cases like what I have experienced, bleeding. Eczema is brutal, and if you want to learn more about that, definitely go watch my video. But if you don't experience those specific things, then I would say you definitely have more dry skin. While they seem similar, they're definitely not the same thing. Anandita, oh, I love your guys' names, they're so cool, asked, what should someone with dry skin who lives in a dry climate be using if hyaluronic acid isn't ideal? Super good question, and a lot of people aren't aware of this. Hyaluronic acid is definitely praised as like the best skincare ingredient ever, but in my opinion, a lot of times it can be a little bit overhyped. And if you are someone who lives in a dry environment who also has dry skin, hyaluronic acid is definitely not ideal for you, because the way that it works is that it attracts moisture from the air. But if you're applying a hyaluronic acid serum on your face and there's really no moisture in the air, like here in Joshua Tree, for example, the middle of the desert, it will instead pull water from within your skin, increasing that dehydration and dryness you are experiencing. My alternative ingredient recommendations is first glycerin. It is such an underrated ingredient, and glycerin you can really find in so many different products, thankfully, but glycerin is great for addressing dryness without the possible concerns that hyaluronic acid has with it. Centella asiatica is another incredible ingredient for increasing the hydration within the skin. You can find Centella asiatica in a bunch of brands as well. It's in Selfless by Hyram products, but you can also find it in a lot of Korean skincare products as well. Or another ingredient that a lot of people don't really know about, polyglutamic acid, amazing for deeply hydrating and nourishing the skin in a similar way to hyaluronic acid, but in my opinion, it is better than hyaluronic acid. But yeah, those would be my alternative ingredients. And then finally, Taylor asked, I'm really starting to think that there is something wrong with my skin. I live in Florida. My home is usually around 50 to 60% humidity, and I use a steamer, and then later on at least 3 moisturizing products after, and I still have dry skin. What should I do? So I could sit here and give you product recommendations. I could give you skincare hacks, but I think given the amount of effort that you are putting in to ensure your skin has as much moisture and hydration in your environment as possible, and you're still experiencing skin dryness, I would definitely recommend going to a dermatologist with these concerns, because that definitely signifies that something is just not adding up in your skin. It's not quite making sense, because for most other people, you would definitely see an increase of moisture on your skin, but if you're still not, I think a dermatologist can really be helpful in helping you with those concerns. The only thing I would add on is to try slugging. Slugging is one of the best solutions for helping to ensure that your skin doesn't lose water throughout the day or night. And you just use a petrolatum-based product like CeraVe Healing Ointment or Aquaphor all over your face at night. That will help to seal water into your skin, which sometimes moisturizers on their own just aren't able to do. But if that still doesn't work, definitely go to a dermatologist, because your skin should be seeing an increase in moisture and hydration. And if you are concerned about the price point of a dermatologist, I would say check out services like Dermatica or Curology. They're able to give you some dermatology advice for a much lower price point than, say, going to a traditional dermatologist. But yeah, that would be my best recommendation. I know it's not ideal and it can be pricey, but let me tell you, it will save you a lot of expenses of having to buy so many different products for dry skin down the road. Whew, okay, and those are all the questions. I am going to finish with this video because it is almost dark outside, and once it is dark, yeah, the filming stops. But thank you guys so much for asking these questions. There were a whole lot more, but they were basically all asking the same type of things as what I covered in this video. But if you do have any additional questions or concerns, please comment them down below. I would love to respond or include them in future videos. Be sure to check out my other videos in this series as well. And if you don't see your specific skin concern included, please comment yours, because I would love to make a dedicated video to it in the future. Like I said before, all the products that I've talked about in today's video are listed in the description box below if you do want to do some shopping. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.